Universe. Mackenzie Atwood in the house. Slice of a taco.
You're popular.
Did you know I was moderating this panel? I'm not, but.
All right, are we ready to dive in?
Yes, Dad. We're ready. We're ready, Dad.
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, so something I like to do for these panels is make a little intro, but I want to do something a bit more interactive this year with the intro. So if we can get video for real quick. All right, so.
This is dumb.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, sir. All right, so you guys know the song "We Will Rock You," right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Dun 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 dun. Oh, We Will Rock You.
Will
I thought
Rock
you
You.
said the theme song from the Rock.
That's what I thought too.
all right. So. What? Oh yeah. Okay. So
Use the microphone.
So basically, okay. So right now, just start doing the. Okay. Good. So wait. Wait. Stop for 2 seconds. All right. So when the song starts playing in the video, just start clapping and stomping along. All right. You guys ready?
I feel like you're about to trick us.
I'm not tricking you.
I have not seen this video, so I don't know what he's gonna do.
Bamboozle.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh wait. Where's the music? Oh, the audio.
He tricked us.
Dad.
They did trick us.
It's plugged in the headphones.
Sorry. Had to do it to him.
Yeah. On tech, yeah, the audio's not playing. It's in the headphone jack. Hold on.
Sing it.
Maybe if the real queen is in the crowd somewhere. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, is that Adam Lambert?
Hold on. Okay,
Oh.
that's working. But for some reason, this isn't.
Is Zach coming?
I don't know. I think he's too cool for us.
Apparently I'm
Here.
not.
Plan B is try with QuickTime, see if it works. Okay, that definitely worked.
My diamond?
All right.
It sounded like a brontosaurus just snarfed in my ear.
Okay, are you guys ready for real this time?
I honestly don't know if I'm emotionally ready for this.
We got
All right, the audio's lowered.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. No!
Wait, just play it and then we can get on beat.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you.
Like Jeff's.
We will rock you.
Space Jam.
That was cool.
Yeah, we did it.
I rock too hard.
8th time's the charm.
Yeah.
So yes, welcome to the 3rd annual Fan with the Steven Universe panel. Michaela did introductions earlier, but once more, I am Otrick Vods from the Roundtable.
My name is Tom.
I'm Nemo.
I'm Mackenzie Atwood.
Hey, how are you? I'm Slice of Otaku.
And I'm Rose's Universe.
And we're joined by...
What up?
So, yeah, how are you guys all doing? I see a lot of cosplays, a lot of Steven backpacks, just a lot of good energy in this room.
Facts.
So, it's been a few months since we had a Stevenverse episode, but it was a significant episode, I think one would say. So,
Pretty massive.
so yeah, let's get some cheers if you enjoyed Change Your Mind.
And if you didn't like it, perhaps after this panel we can change your mind. Think about it.
So, my first question is actually for everyone at this table. Who was your favorite new fusion from Change Your Mind?
Rainbow Quartz 2.0. Same. Has to be.
Am I allowed to say Obsidian, or is that cheating?
You can say Obsidian.
Obsidian was just...
Yeah, no, I second that. Definitely Obsidian.
I'd have to say Obsidian just because I was waiting for it for so long, but besides that, Sunstone was just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, the more I've thought about it, the more I like Sunstone a lot.
I would like Obsidian's skill or like power to just weld stuff out of my mouth, you know, and just like have it at the ready.
Something cool about Obsidian is
Cool.
if you look at their model sheet, and it's, I think they only drew it for like one specific frame in the actual episode, but like all of Steven's fusions, Steven's clothes are actually on Obsidian's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven's
That's a hardcore fan,
Obsidian
Obsidian.
speakers, right?
Yeah, and then his pants are like on the ring and middle finger.
I'm gonna start wearing pants on my fingers.
So what was your guys' favorite moment from Change Your Mind?
Rainbow Quartz 2.0.
I mean, yeah, the moment where Steven, like, just, you know, one after another fuses with all the gems was pretty great, especially since, like, I don't think we were really expecting it in that episode, and for it to just happen so suddenly to go from, like, Smoky Quartz, which we all knew, which was great to see again, and then go to Rainbow 2.0, and then Sunstone, and then Obsidian at the end of it, it was just insane.
For me, I think it was the vulnerability of Yellow Diamond, just because, like, there's so much epicness happening in that episode that it's easy to forget about or be overlooked. But for this character who was so proud of herself and just so prideful to actually be vulnerable to her family and recognize that there is a problem with their society, it's moving.
I actually really, I love the moment after, like what you were saying, Rose, like all these fusions and one was supposed to be like bigger and more powerful than the next, and then still like the biggest thing they could come up with was Obsidian, and they're like, we're huge, and then the diamond shoes just like stomps up above their head. But I love that Obsidian just still went for it. I think that you know, we should remember that when we feel like the little guy. Sometimes the
Yeah.
little guy wins.
I have an actual answer as well.
Were our answers
I
not
just
real?
said Rainbow Quartz 2.0 over
I
again.
got it.
So my favorite moment was probably when they were the confrontation inside White Diamond's head, because I was just very shook by White Diamond calling out, you know, all of the perceived flaws of Steven's friends and saying that, you know, Steven was like surrounding himself with like flawed people to make himself feel better or something. It was just really crazy. Yeah, it was really creepy. And seeing him rise above that was like so gratifying.
I cannot forget the moment where they just went all black and white and like just like silhouetted, and then Pink Diamond just reaches inside Steven's stomach and takes out his gem. There is no White Diamond. But White Diamond, she reaches in, just pulls it out, and that cuts to commercial. Like
Yeah, that was traumatizing.
Like that. That's why.
Okay.
That's why cable television is still like so awesome. It's like you can still like cut those cliffhangers like that, and then like not have people wait for months to see a conclusion.
Yeah, I like the end after the conflict when they're all just standing on the beach because, like, where's the police? No one else showed up. Actually, like the diamond, like standing. It was great.
I have a favorite moment, but we need to cut to video for it.
She's gone. What did you say? Answer me. She's gone!
Yeah, right.
My favorite thing about that is that he just goes right back to like a blank expression.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like anybody who's ever yelled at their parents, that is like the exact vibe.
But with Pink Steven, it was a very interesting revelation because for a long time we were wondering like what would happen if Steven lost his gem, and you know, is he actually Rose or Pink Diamond? And to get a concrete answer that no, he's still Steven either way was very just validating, I think, for both Steven and the viewer.
Yeah.
But what were your guys' collective thoughts on that scene? Not collective, but individual thoughts on that scene. Like that huge revelation, including you, Michaela, because like you've like went on a different journey than the viewer, kind of like voicing Amethyst, and you're like experiencing everything with Amethyst. So yeah, I just want to hear like everyone's thoughts on like that huge revelation.
I mean, it was really interesting just because even Steven didn't know. Even like he was questioning if he would be himself, and what would happen if his gem were to be removed, like from when Eyeball threatened to do so. So that uncertainty just added to the tension, and it was just I couldn't believe they did it, but it was really exciting.
Ultra Instinct Steven.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think it was cool because, you know, at that point in Change Your Mind, I think of a lot of the questions that we had, like, as the Steven Universe theorists, like, a lot of them had been answered, but that one hadn't. So to get, like, clarification on that was really great, considering that so many of our theories and questions had already been, you know, put to rest or solved.
Oh, sorry, me. Yeah, it's interesting. Rebecca had shown me some videos, like a really old Disney video, and it had a character in there who White Diamond is partially.
Yeah, the Disney. It was a short, the Disney commission or
Yeah, it was a
Kotex
short.
commission.
Yes,
Yeah, the story
yeah.
of menstruation.
Yeah, so she had shown me that, and before I'd even seen the boards or anything, and so I was really scared. I didn't know what to expect from White Diamond, but then, yeah, I mean, it's reading the scripts. It's always a big surprise. I feel like we're not really clued in before, unless Rebecca, you know, sends us videos or stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I was really. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm really
No, you're
losing my
fine.
words right now. You should talk.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
For me, I thought it was genius because, like, everyone's expecting this moment, you know, where Steven gets his gem taken out to be some big thing where, oh my gosh, you know, Rose is gonna come out and, you know, everything's gonna be bad, you know, or something. And, you know, the most obvious answer is no, it's just Steven. It's the other half of him, and it's always been Steven, and it always will be. And the fact that, like, even though it seems so obvious in hindsight, when you're watching it, it's the last thing that you expect, for it to just be Steven the whole time. I thought it was so fun and so gratifying.
Sometimes there are just little things that make a story really great, and what I think that was accomplished in that moment was the fact that they basically established through very subtle ways throughout the show that it's not really clear if Steven is really himself or if he's just an extension of his mother. And in that moment, they proved that basic establishment wrong by saying that, no, this is Steven. He is Steven to his core. It doesn't matter where he came from. It doesn't matter who his parents were. It doesn't matter where his gem came from. He is still Steven.
Yeah, I mean, I thought overall, like, you don't know. That's what's so great about it. Like, I genuinely could not tell the direction that they were going to go in. So it was like a really satisfying moment when they finally saw it. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat that whole episode. And I also love how she was able to just, like, yoink Steven's gem right out. That was, like, the best way to do it, I feel
When
like.
White first reached for Steven, I thought she was just going for Connie, because Connie was like, don't listen to her, Steven. So I thought she was going to just be...
That's too dark.
R.I.P.
I definitely had to Google James Baxter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can tell you all about that.
But
We did a
and then
whole
when I
video.
saw it, I was like, oh, of course. Like,
Who's done everything.
he's, amazing.
Let's actually look at that clip real quick of the ultimate fusion dance.
Absolute legend.
I've never been considered a fusion dance. That's cool.
Pink, why are you laughing?
I just want to point out that that shot of White Diamond turning around, a lot of people, myself included, were like, oh, is that like CG? You know, is that like a 3D model? It's not. It's just James Baxter is so good at mapping out spaces in his mind that he can turn an object like that and make it seem like it has such depth and volume that it seems unreal to us.
Yeah, he's a veteran animator, I believe, from the
Yes.
Disney Renaissance. So a lot of like Beauty and the Beast, Disney movies around those times, he animated. And yeah, he did that scene. He did, I believe, a few scenes in Adventure Time. Like, there's literally a character, a horse named James Baxter. So that name sounds familiar, like beyond the Disney animator. That's why.
He's drawn scenes like the big scene. He did the scene where, like, you know, Belle and the Beast are like dancing in the ballroom, and there's that big camera swooping around, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad they got him to animate, you know, that scene in particular out of any scene in Change Your Mind, because I feel like there's a lot of scenes that kind of earned that great animation, but they saved the very best for the most important part, because when you look at Steven Universe after Change Your Mind,
It's the moment.
yeah, I believe, as Ian Jones Corey said on the Steven Universe podcast, hosted by Mackenzie right here, that Change Your Mind was the end of the original story outline for Steven Universe. So, you know, you have this 130 episode mosaic that tells the story of Steven, you know. Take away like all the lore and the diamonds. Like, this is a coming of age story about someone who's just trying to find himself, and that's pretty relatable for anyone. So the fact they wanted to put that much emphasis on that scene, I think it was not just a love letter to Steven as a character, but the audience too.
Yeah, it was
And
conclusive. He found himself.
I just think what they accomplished with this episode and many different parts, like touching on a broken family, on, again, like finding yourself, like questioning like your identity, you know, like feeling, you know, knowing that you're one person, but the world is telling you you're another. That's a lot of things that a lot of people can resonate with in different ways. And I can't wait to see where the show goes next, because I feel like it'll only get better from here. But first, you know, we got to get the movie, so.
I feel like it was sort of symbolic of, you know, the show is separated a lot in terms of, you know, human interaction, gem interaction, but, you know, even when he was split apart, he came together, and that's who he is now. So I feel like going forwards, this is just my speculation, but I'd expect more integration between, you know, his livelihoods, you know, the human and the gem, just one and the same.
That's actually a great segue to the next thing I wanted to bring up. If we can go back to the video, something I want to touch on really quick are the new gem forms. So as you all know, Change Your Mind introduced new regenerations for nearly every character except Bismuth, because, you know, she already reformed a few episodes prior. What I like about all the new crystal gem forms is that they're all an embodiment of Steven's impact on everyone, because they're a lot more earthly. And when you look, there's details that you can point back to previous episodes. Like, obviously, Pearl's jacket is very reminiscent of Last One at Beach City when she wore her leather jacket. Amethyst, I feel like her jeans are kind of either a nod or like really similar to Too Short to Ride when she shapeshifts, because she's wearing jeans. Peridot. Peridot is really interesting to me because it looks like she incorporated various parts of the crystal gems. Like, her visor is really reminiscent of Garnet's, while also like being really anime and weeby. She has like her stars on her legs like Amethyst, and also just like the torso is kind of like Amethyst.
It is?
I mean, no, not Amethyst.
reminds me of Pearl.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Pearl. Oops.
Yeah.
My bad. Pearl. But yeah, and like the stars on the legs like Amethyst. And even like the shoes are a bit more like Amethyst. Like, she has actual shoes now. And then with Lapis, you know, she's wearing like the sweatpants. Well, not even like sweatpants. I like to call them sweatpants,
Like a
but
gi.
yeah. they're very, again, like anime, manga
Goku.
influenced. And in the episode, The Kindergarten Kid at the end, you see Lapis reading manga. So that makes sense. So it's like all their reaffirmations. And also, I forgot to include
I like
Garnet
Lapis
because
a bit
they're
more
Sunstone in this moment. But, hold on. Okay,
Spoilers, I haven't
Garnet.
seen it yet.
Aside from a new visor, this part right here, I don't even know like what to call this, but it's very reminiscent of the tuxedo she wore in Restaurant Wars.
It's like a cummerbund.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the wedding outfit too, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Like, the new forms are.
And if I remember correctly, it seems like all of Garnet's forms have generally been like lopsided, you know, kind of like she's sort of like.
Or asymmetrical.
Yeah, asymmetrical,
Yeah.
and then this one she's like perfectly balanced, you know.
Yeah, like Ruby and Sapphire are like completely like.
Yeah. On the same page.
Yeah, on the same page, like proud of who they are.
Yeah.
This is Pete Garnet.
Yeah.
Until the next form. But yeah, that was something that I really like noticed a change of mind. Like each design really popped out in a way that like this is Steven's ultimate influence on them. And again, it goes back to show that this is a show about Steven. Like it's Steven Universe.
I love how in that picture it looks like Steven's just like, yeah, I had an influence.
Yeah, he looks happy to be alive.
It's like, yeah, I did it.
All right.
And even with Obsidian, because obviously a lot of people know Obsidian is like the Temple fusion, but like this version of Obsidian is different from the Rose version they see in the Temple. Like it's more of Steven's curly hair than like Rose's curly hair. Instead of the dress, it's like magma and like armor.
I love,
awesome.
like, if you've only seen the first episode, how confusing this would be.
And also Connie like did it like a lot on Homeworld too. Like she got a new sword. Like I want to see more of the sword.
I love her. I'm sorry.
Same.
Is that her dad's jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bomber jacket.
Did that happen in one of the episodes? Did he give her
She's
the
been rocking
jacket?
it. No.
Yeah, I think it first happened in Beach City Drift.
Yeah.
The episode where Steven and Connie raced Kevin, and then she just started wearing it more and more, like in Lars of the Stars. So it's become like
It's her
one of her
jacket
character
now.
design.
And she was like, Dad, I need to go to this this drag race. I need to look really cool.
Bring a jacket.
Give me your jacket.
But yeah, Connie, like she's grown a lot throughout the series. Just looking at like season 1, because I recently got the opportunity to rewatch Steven Universe, or at least most of the episodes. She has really can't come out of her shell. Compared to Steven, she's always been a lot more straightforward. Like, you know, Steven wants answers, but Connie gets answers.
Yeah. Like I always say that Connie's my favorite character, and part of that is just the evolution of her. Like you take this picture and compare that to her in the first episode she appears in, and it's night and day.
She got that book.
And also, oh yeah, like her parents are a lot more supportive of her being like a crystal gem, as compared before. What was what her mother said in Nightmare Hospital? It was like, do you know how many incidents happen with kids and swords? And it's like, no, none, because they don't get swords.
Yeah.
I think too, like she's a good like comparison to what a normal kid is like, because that was my favorite thing ever was when she addressed school and Steven's like, "What's school?" And I'm like, "Wait, yeah, what?"
No, wait a minute.
Does he go to school? Like, I'm glad they finally like clarified that.
I wonder if Lars is gonna go back to school.
Pink?
Nah.
I don't think Lars is gonna go back to school.
Do you think he's gonna like go back to the donut shop?
Imagine telling people that, yeah, no, I didn't go to school because I dropped out to be a space pirate.
Yeah, like does he have a death certificate? Like what's the logic behind this?
I don't know.
But yeah, Lars is a good egg. Case in point. But you know, after Change Your Mind, a lot of like the big theories with Steven Universe have like been answered. But there's one that I pursued before that I strongly believe in. Onion is half alien. Look at him. Listen, okay, gems don't have ears. Where are Onion's ears? I'm not saying Onion's a gem, but he could be an alien.
Hey, some people just look funny.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're alien.
I don't make fun of him.
But he has a pet snake. He feeds it mice. What does Onion eat before? Mice. What is his pet again? A snake. What did Ronaldo say was an alien? Sneeple. I'm just saying.
Snakes don't have ears either.
That's true.
Bro,
So true.
you're blowing my mind right now.
He doesn't speak English. He's voiced by Zach Callison, so you know Zach would, if that ever happened, Zach would be voicing both hybrids in the series. So you know, I'm just saying, maybe like 5 years from now, when the hiatus finally ends, we're gonna get an Onion arc. And yeah, they're gonna fight some Sneeple. Then Steven will be like, "Why do we have to fight? I don't fight Onion. He's the best of both worlds."
Write that fanfic. Write the fanfic.
Write the fanfic. I already sent to Rebecca Sugar. She blocked me. No.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
I don't think he's an alien.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
half
he's like-
alien. Clearly.
Yeah, he's half alien. Yes. Exactly.
Yellowtail's a sneak.
Why do you think he's always out on sea? Captain?
All right.
All right.
Okay, when this like gets revealed, you guys are gonna be like, wow, he was
Bismuth
right.
is Steven's brother. I remember.
Yeah.
Yo, Bismuth is Steven's brother, though.
So Lion's treasure chest, what do you guys think is in it?
Coupons.
For
No, yeah,
Lion
I want like fun answers.
Why coupon specifically? Like,
She was planning on being a mom, you know?
that's so true.
Is she?
Yo, she didn't give them to Greg. He's just a single dad and doesn't have. Bro, Rose Quartz Rant Part 3 coming out.
Oh god.
I believe inside Lion's chest, and this just makes the most sense to me, is going to be, hear me out.
Onion?
No, not onion. It's going to be another chest. It's going to be, no, the other chest is going to be empty, but Steven's going to find like a note from Rose, and it's going to be like, this chest is so beautiful that I want to make sure it never gets scratched,
It's
so I'm
not-
putting it inside this chest.
It's not gonna be empty. It's gonna be full of the journey.
Oh my. I think that I have a theory
Okay.
for what's in Lion's chest.
I want to hear it.
I think it's a hairy chest. I think that there's more lion hair
That would make
in
sense.
the hairy chest. And
Yeah,
then they
but-
can, people can
'cause-
transport.
Lion would cough up hairballs, and Rose
Yeah.
is like, there's no garbage can around, so she just took a
Yeah.
chest.
What
Yeah.
if it's like My Hero Academia and you take the lion hair and then you eat it and then you get the you like gain his
Eat
perk.
this.
That's how Ronaldo will become pink. You heard it here first. He's gonna eat lion's hair.
Maybe it's just like knitting needles.
Well,
Sentimental to Rose. Because like they're probably just gonna try to play a trick on you to make you think it's like something important to the plot, and it's just like is a picture frame with Greg and Rose.
what a lot of people
Onion.
don't know is that Rose was an early investor in Bitcoin. So there's some thoughts in there for Steven's college set aside.
Keeps all of her bitcoins.
What is the things that she wanted Steven to have because she knew she wasn't gonna be there, like toys or pictures?
She should have left the key.
What if she put the key inside the chest?
She's an alien. It would make sense.
I mean, realistically, Steven has the strength to break it, so I don't know why he hasn't yet.
He's super strong now.
Yo, how strong is Steven though, for real?
We saw him at
So
the end.
strong.
He was like, he tackled
Emotionally
Greg.
or physically?
I mean, if you look at Sunstone, they were able to push off the entire diamond mech, and I think a lot of that strength did come from Steven because he is a diamond.
Wait, you telling me that Steven could do that, like not fused?
Yes.
No.
Okay, maybe not. No, okay. He can do that, not fuse, but he could do something like pretty strong stuff.
No, but I mean, like, is like, when he was at the end of the episode, he went and tackled Greg and like pushed him through the sand. I think that's like showing that he's obviously got some kind of upgraded strength, right?
I don't know if it's upgraded because in season 3 in Drop Beat Dad, he's like helping unload like the band equipment,
Yo.
and they're like, "Yo, your kid's strong."
Yo, I gotta know what his total is. Like, what's his bench? What's his dead? What's his squat?
Craig, I need another protein shake. But he's so emotionally strong, and I think he always has been too.
Yo, that actually
Since
makes
the-
sense.
Since the beginning, he has, and he's only become stronger. And look, now he's like such a leader of the Crystal Gems.
But isn't that like part of Rose's like powers? Is like her emotions are attached to her physical abilities. Sophie's emotionally strong.
I don't know the answer to that.
Get
Well, he's
Rebecca on the
Steven, not
phone.
Rose.
Yeah, man.
He's his own person.
Yeah.
But he has her powers though.
He's.
We don't need no mom.
Yeah.
Do you want to take my spot up here? I feel like you're seeing way better stuff to ever think of.
But with no spoilers for anyone at the table who would possibly know, what's the character you would want to see return in the future? Like,
Obviously, Jasper.
yeah,
Come on.
I mean, but I feel like okay, Jasper's a given. Like, what's the gem that like who wasn't in like at the end of Change Your Mind you would want to see pop up again in the future?
A gem, it has to be a gem.
Yeah, oh, not just any character.
Oh.
Any character.
What's her name? The court case.
Zircon?
Oh, with the.
Yeah.
Yes, I miss them.
I like all the pebbles.
Yes. I'm sad he didn't take them back to Earth.
Yeah, I thought they would go back to Earth. You know, they're so good at
I mean,
knitting and all that.
Steven also
What,
probably
to work
like
in like a
Pink Pearl and Homeworld.
sweatshop? What do you mean?
Yo,
Can you imagine being Pink Pearl, like, because it's inferred that when you're controlled by White Diamond, you have no, like, collection of your memory. So, first, like, the poor thing lost her eye. Then, like, the last thing she probably saw was, like, White Diamond just, like, charging, like, her powers. The next thing you know, like, this Earthling walks up to her, like, welcome back. You're like, what? Where have I been? Where's Pink?
back from where?
They just left her.
I want.
So he was like, welcome back. Anyways, have fun.
I want to know what the cluster's up to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like they just kind of went off into the sunset. Like we don't know what they're doing.
For the Jade Fusion, that was the one from the end of Together Alone. During a Reddit AMA, Rebecca Sugar did say that because of Era 3 and like, you know, the diamonds are going to be a bit more chill now. Like the Jade Fusion's okay. So if you were worried about that fusion at the end, they got pooped. They're alive and well.
Zircons are too. Yeah.
I would love like if there was just one more diamond that they kind of don't like, so they left it out of the murals and stuff. Like we just find out about him now.
Like a loser diamond.
Like orange diamond.
Like
Oh,
cubic
what did you do?
zirconium, or like some diamond who's like fronting to be a diamond. They're like, you're not actually a diamond.
Yeah, like they have just like a really like crappy colony, and they're like, yeah, this is the new homeworld, so just chill here, we'll be back, and then
Yeah.
they never came back.
Going back to the pebbles thing, like the pebbles kind of remind me of Rose's room in
Yeah.
the way that it just automatically does it. So are they the better version, or are they outdated technology in a way?
I feel as if Rose created her room with the idea of the pebbles in mind. Like there were parts of homework she missed, but she wasn't finna go back.
Yeah.
So that made that.
I might liken it to like a glockenspiel built way long ago, right? And so, yeah, I mean, now we have digital clocks, but there's something to be said about this analog approach, and it's beautiful.
I'd also compare it to.
You get to talk
sorry,
to him.
Vance.
No.
Yeah.
Also, some of Steven's experiences in Rose's room have not always been ideal. So, you know, maybe keeping that analog option open is always a
Might need some.
nice idea.
Might need to work out some kinks.
I'd compare it to like self-driving cars versus just like an actual driver. You know, like you can do self-driving cars, but like it can get into a lot more accidents, which Rose's room certainly has compared to the pebbles.
Yeah.
So you're saying Rose's room is a Tesla?
Well, you know, like the pebbles gave Steven a bed. Rose's room gave Steven like a mental breakdown a few times.
Yeah.
Sorry to detour right now, but I just have to tell you guys, I was walking across the street the other day, and there's this Tesla there, and this random dude comes out on a bike, and he goes, hey, nice Tesla! And then he just biked away. All right, that's all I have, sorry.
That was Elon Musk.
Tesla, so now I only call him Teslas. Oh, nice Tesla!
Sounds
So,
an
Michaela, I have a
exotic
question.
dish.
I can't say. No, what? Sorry, what's your question?
Okay.
I'm afraid to talk about stuff because I don't want to talk about stuff.
This is not like plot related at all. This
Oh,
is not movie related at all.
Phil.
Don't worry, you're safe here. This is a safe place.
Phil.
If Amethyst had like a YouTube account, who would she be subscribed to?
MK Atwood?
Dude,
We're all right here.
Mackenzie just goes, MK Atwood.
I mean, she has good taste.
Okay, I think she would be into, I forget this guy's name. It's like June's Kitchen or whatever. Yeah, and he cleans up rusty metal objects and transforms them and makes delicious food. And then I also think that she might subscribe to that one. There's this account that just has videos. It's like of a highway camera of trailer tractors going under this like 6 foot. It's like a 6'7" bridge, but all the trailer tractors are like 6'9", and so then it's just like the top of the.
I have watched more of those videos than I'd like to admit.
Right? Because it's weird, because like you know it's all the same, but you're hoping that someone's like magically like just shrinks instantaneously. Anyway.
What if she watches like those slime videos or like those like weirdly satisfying compilations that last 8 hours, and she's just like,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
I feel like she'd want to eat it all.
Yeah, she would.
I feel like Amethyst would be very into YouTube drama. Like
Maybe.
of all corners of the internet. Like,
But not like invested, just like hanging out in the background eating popcorn.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
When she has nothing to do, she's just like, what's going on, Keemstar? Was that a good Amethyst impression?
No. I feel like that had a little more Peridot in it.
Like, what's going on with Keemstar?
Wait, was that Amethyst?
No, that was Peridot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, that definitely was not Amethyst.
I'm like, you need to sound more like you're sick to sound like me. Like, pretend like you have a really bad cold. Now go. See? That was better.
Good job.
Okay, if Amethyst could be like in any movie, like franchise, what do you think she would be in? Like she would like audition for and like get a role in? Like would she be
Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, I can see it. I can see Amethyst like not only getting the part, but then like she plays the car too.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock's like, let's ride, and then she just morphs.
The CGI is really good on this.
Yeah.
All about it. All about it.
Yeah, I can see Amethyst.
Oh.
Didn't that already come out?
Yeah.
Deadpool 3.
I was like, I didn't want to break it to you. I'm like, shh, she's not in it. It's not in there. Yeah. Groovy.
True.
All right, so we're about to do Q&A, but there's just one thing I need to say. Might be a little controversial. Escapism was a good episode.
Ooh. You're right, and you should say it.
It was a good show.
I don't even particularly remember which one.
Okay, let's ask some questions.
Yeah! Actually, before we do that, I did make like an outro, and like, so I know some people leave like at Q&A, not calling anyone out. So I would like to play this outro real quick.
Can we check the mic over here because it doesn't seem to be working for Rose?
Oh, no.
I know, I haven't been able to speak the past 20 minutes. And
Oh my God.
Do you want to say stuff? Here, use slices.
Yeah.
You guys share.
I didn't have anything to say. I just wanted them to fix my mic.
Oh.
But I could spend the next 20 minutes or whatever answering every question that was asked.
What do you think is in Lion's Chest, and what franchise would
I
Amethyst
think it's
be
like
into?
one of those chests that people have in their houses that stores like blankets and pillows. And then, so that one. All right, what's another question that we have?
What major franchise would Amethyst want to be involved with?
Oh, man. Did you say this at the panel the other? Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives? I think she would
Yo.
love that show.
I did say that, in
Yeah,
fact.
she would
I
definitely.
did.
With Guy Fieri, that'd be great.
By the way, Guy Fieri just received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame or whatever.
Hey.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, you gotta hand it to him. The guy's a hustler.
I feel like
He's pretty
Amethyst
great.
would really be into Guy Fieri.
Yeah, the fire salt thing, and he's like fire on his shirts, and he's always like, bang, 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 like, yeah.
I
of
can
course.
see her walking into like Steven's house with like the frosted tips and the
Yeah.
sunglasses, eating like some of his food from like a nearby restaurant. Like he opened up like a Beach City pop-up shop.
Like every Halloween, I tell myself I'm gonna dress up as Guy Fieri, and then I don't. I also think she would call him Guy Fieri.
Ooh.
Okay, that's it. T-slap.
All right.
We're just gonna share a mic.
So yeah, if we could play this quick video before we do Q&A. It's just like a little, like, almost like montage of the show.
Hey, Beach City! We're not done yet! I'd like to welcome my friend and yours to the stage, Steven Universe!
Sadie. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in garnet, amethyst, and pearl and If you're staring with your giant eyes, you can see that there's more of us and four of us. And each one of our new friends completes us. We'll get together and go out for pizzas, 'cause we believe in peace and love. We are here for fun. If you're not, then let's not fight, 'cause we already won. You know, if you just let everyone be whoever they are, maybe you could let yourself be whoever you are too. I don't need you to respect me, I respect me. I don't need you to love me, I love me. But I want you to know you could know me if you change your mind. If you change your mind. If you change your mind. Change your mind.
So yeah, questions. The microphone's right there, I believe. Can line up.
Single file line.
Does it work though?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Wow. That's an awesome cosplay.
Yeah, I love
That is an
umbrella.
awesome cosplay. But does the mic work?
How you doing?
He
Hey,
made
it works.
that umbrella himself.
So my question is, if you could add any one character to the Shorty Squad, who would it be?
If you could add any one character to Shorty Squad,
Onion.
Eyeball.
I would add like all the Pebbles. They make
Yeah,
one.
that was my answer,
Like
the
they're all
Pebbles.
small enough to make like one giant small person.
What if you added Pink Steven to the Shorty Squad? Like, they separated and then they went, and Pink Steven just like, you know, walking
I was
around
gonna
with
say,
that
so
blank face on the
Steven
roller
walks around-
coaster.
so
Everyone's like, woo! And Pink Steven's just like,
No, see,
You know?
Steven would be like dying though, like his human have.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so human Steve would be like, whoa, and then Pink Steve would just be like,
Same.
yeah, thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
I want to say Aquamarine, but I feel like that would be a bad time.
Yeah.
I know
Everyone else
she
is
might be
better now
fun.
than me, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if Aquamarine, like now that like the diamonds are like peaceful with the crystal gems, I feel like Aquamarine would just be like that one like kind of chill person to hang out with, but they're always like talking like smack about someone else.
And it's like in a way where you know it, like when you walk out the room, they're gonna start talking about you.
Like you would walk into the
Sad.
house, Aquamarine would be sitting there like your friend, you know, they're just having like, we're all having a good time, and she's just like, oh my God, can you believe what Topaz said today?
I feel like Aquamarine does need friends though, so that'd be a nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if she wants friends.
She was just doing her job, man. Come on.
Yeah, but when Steven was like, we're all sharing right now,
She
she's
doesn't
like,
need friends. They
She
disappoint
gave
her.
Topaz a pass.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome cosplay.
He made the umbrella.
Okay, so this is gonna sound kind of weird because I'm just the second person in line. But can I actually wait and let some people ahead of me? I want to be the last person in the Q&A, if that's okay with you guys.
That might be
Okay.
hard to time, but yes.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
yeah.
if we can just like acknowledge like what time is, because I don't have
Okay.
a question, but I want to say something at the end, if that's okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. 15
Okay.
minutes.
All right.
Are you gonna wait till the end and then just be like, the end?
Okay, well, I guess
Oh.
I'll go then.
Is he gonna do that?
Hello.
All
I
right.
wanted to ask, hi, I wanted to ask what you guys thought about that theory about Kevin's ex-girlfriend Sabrina being Mystery Girl.
Yes. Okay. So, for those out of the loop, when the episode Kevin Party came out on the Cartoon Network app, Kevin, when he's like trying to gas up Steven and like give him the contact to Connie, he has like a mini breakdown. He's like, it's gonna be like Sabina all over again, and Steven's like, who's Sabina? And Kevin like doesn't answer it. But if you go back to the last one to Beach City, Mystery Girl, when she gave Pearl's phone number, it just said S, like for her name. So people are making the connection that Mystery Girl is Sabina, and that yeah, Sabina is also a type of rose, and
Seriously, come up here.
Bruh.
I believe it.
yeah, I would love if like you know Pearl and Mystery Girl like kept seeing each other, and then Kevin's like, Steven, you need to break up your hot aunt. My ex.
Yo, but like, can we just acknowledge, like, Pearl's got the drip, yo. She got all those numbers. And
Yeah. Oh yeah. When they go inside Pearl's like Pearl.
Yeah.
I think it would be a pretty good tie-in. It would give depth to Mystery Girl's character and actually solve the mystery a bit. So.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
No problem.
It should just be girl.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't think you can tell me much about the movie, but I was wondering if you can tell me, is there going to explain more about White Pearl in the movie?
We can't talk about the movie. I'm sorry. Do you have any other questions?
No. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for asking.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like your cosplay.
Thank you.
I can tell you, I think that you will like it. But that's me just like creating a verbal vision board right now, and I hope that you will like it. So,
Thank you.
you know, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You just got so nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna. It's not a contract.
Hello, Stevani.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so I was wondering, what are your favorite lines to say as Amethyst?
Me? Okay. Well, actually, I think it's more interesting if we go down the line and hear their amethysts and delivering that. Is that crazy?
Every morning in front of the mirror, I say, I am not Amethyst in my Amethyst voice, and I cry. It's really sad.
That was beautiful, though.
Thank you. I
Thanks
think
for
you're
being so vulnerable in front of us.
I'm trying to blank right now.
That's cool.
The crocodile.
I was gonna say. Ha! Jazz hands.
I don't have any lines that just come to mind. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would say, like, I like when she doesn't yell as much and she's just like, sup, cool, what? Like, I like the lower key deliveries. Yeah. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
When Amethyst goes to the big donut, what kind of donut does she regularly get?
Okay, I don't know what she gets, but my guess is she's such a weirdo. So I feel like she would like,
All of them?
yeah, and like mash them up,
You know
or
what
like
she would
eat half of them and then like try to like fuse, you know.
She would
feel
probably
like she
take
would
all
be
like
really-
the donut holes, and she would probably just like mash them all together, like all the donut holes from the different donuts, and just mash them all
Yeah.
together
I
into
feel like
one
she would just
donut.
eat the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think she would be heavy into the dog nut.
Into the what?
The dog nut. It's like a hot dog with donuts on them.
Yeah, it's on the menu.
I feel like she's ate one before
Wait,
the
wait,
show.
wait. Is that a real food item?
Yeah,
Would
no,
be.
at,
It's like
at the big
advertised,
donut.
like,
in the
Does that exist in real life?
It can.
It can be.
Because that's sick, and I don't mean sick like yeah, that's sick. I mean sick like that's disgusting.
Like it will make you sick.
But then Amethyst would eat it.
Totally. Thank you.
Thank
Great
Thank
question.
you so much.
Hello.
Hi
If you
there.
can't answer this, I understand. But one of the things I've always loved about Steven Universe is they never forgot Beach City, and they always came back there and showed the events, talked about what was going on in that community. What do you theorize is going to be next for Beach City after the events of the last season?
Is this like for everybody or?
Someone else should answer this. None.
Well, first, I just want to say I'm really glad you actually appreciate the the BCD episodes. Because a lot of people are like, filler, character development. No, I want diamonds. But sorry if I personally attacked anybody. That was not my intention.
But Beach City is home to some really quality underground wrestling.
I feel like it's definitely going to be a lot different now because you have all the uncorrupted gems and they can't all fit in Steven's house. I mean, maybe they could. But
I feel like Beach City is just gonna become like a haven of human gem home worlds. It's just gonna become like an actual colony and not like what Homeworld usually calls a colony.
Hear me out. Jasper Redemption arc. She starts working at the Beach City gym, Jasper's gym. She whips people into shape. A lot of them don't come out alive.
Wait, what if she goes to the Big Donut?
Jasper?
They only have one employee now, right?
Are you spoiling Steven Universe?
No. I'm just saying. That'd be pretty funny.
It would be, but it's not Jasper.
Yeah.
I still don't understand who runs the Big Donut.
Nobody.
Who owns it?
Is it
It's
just
a government facility.
Is it Mr. Smiley? Does he just
Well,
come in
They said before that Sadie remarked before they used to make donuts on site, but now it's they get them shipped, so it's like a corporate owner. Oh yeah, they make them fresh again.
Okay.
The donut on the top is
Wait, so
extension.
when Mayor Dewey went in, was he just like, all right, I'm the manager now? Does he have a boss?
Probably. I mean, we know Sadie and Lars are key holders.
Okay. But I don't know.
The show's biggest mystery has been there all along. It's the Big Donut.
Exactly.
That's gonna be the next antagonist.
It's just a front for the Sneeple.
No, the owner of the Big Donut. He Steven's gonna meet him. He's gonna be like, "It's great to meet you," and then he's gonna hiss at him. It's gonna end up being like a Sneeple.
The donut was the enemy in the pilot, remember? It fell down on him.
Foreshadowing.
Exactly.
It's all there. You have to look at the signs.
Are we really talking about donuts? I feel like we're talking about diabetes right now. We're like, it's the real enemy.
Trans fats.
Well, thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
Bro.
Wow.
Hi.
So my
Can you make me a sword?
I have my sword if you want to take a picture with it.
Sweet.
You can. I mean.
What's your question?
My question is, you look at the show analytically, but at what part of this entire journey did you have such an emotional connection with a character or with a scene?
Lars. I really resonated with Lars. A lot of people hated Lars, and then he became pink, and they were like, "Yo, he's related to the Diamonds now. I love him." But basically, just having this character who I feel like Lars is very human in the sense that he looks out for himself in the beginning. He's really ashamed to show what he's actually interested in. I feel like a lot of that's something you can relate to. But Lars is definitely cranked up to a 10. But then he has this arc where he realizes how much being selfish has messed up his life. It literally got him trapped in space, and he begins to be a lot more selfless. And then of course he becomes Lars of the Stars, and by that point he was very a top 5 character, but then he became my absolute favorite. But I was always even before the whole Pink Lars thing, I always just look looked forward to Lars' appearances because, like, just very early on, you see how they plant the seeds for Lars to grow. And I think like the real turning point was in season 3 when Steven possessed his body, and Lars realized, oh my God, literally everyone liked me better when Steven was in my body. Like no one had issues of Steven being in Lars's body. They were like, all right. But yeah, anyone else?
For me, I'd say with the conclusion of like the Homeworld arc, I really connected with Pink Diamond, and it made me it inspired me to make a video like opening up about myself and my own experiences with just family and issues. I haven't watched it since I made it, but yeah, that was like it was a enchanting experience to watch.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback off Slice, Change Your Mind was a very validating episode for me because, like, the Diamond family it really hit close to home. And just, I really enjoy that scene of Blue Diamond when she says, I always thought you were filling this world, but if you're happy on Earth, maybe this world was filling you. I feel like just, that was a line that was probably validating for a lot of people because, you know, you can, like, out of the context of that moment, a lot of people probably, like, that's something they wanted to hear. Or, like, they didn't know they needed to hear.
For me, after everything went down with, like, finding out that Pink Diamond and Rose were the same person and, like, everyone's freaking out and Amethyst has to be the one to hold everything down, that, for me, was, like, it was an episode that connected with me because I feel like usually I'm the one who's, like, I don't want to be responsible for things, and there are certain situations where I feel like everyone else is just kind of going wild, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to be that person, but I feel like I have to be that person, even though my personality isn't fit for that. And that was very much the position that Amethyst was in, and that was a big development for her that I could really connect with, so I would say that.
I've always related to Pearl because, like, as somebody who constantly worries and, like, has that motherly instinct, like, I vibe with that, like, real hard.
Yeah, I'm a Pearl too.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I'm not like a warrior like Pearl, like Shane just said, but like I think also Pearl went through a phase where like she, admired Rose so much and she put so much effort that she kind of lost herself in that and didn't put herself first. And I really connected with that a lot when she was finally able to put herself and fight for herself and not just Rose.
Yeah, I remember when I started watching the show, I was like, Pearl's always been my favorite, but I was like so drawn to Pearl so much, and I was like, I don't know why. I mean, like she's so neurotic and like she worries all the time, and like I don't like that at all. So like, and now I'm like, oh, and so that connection I think is what did it for me.
I also connect to Mayor Dewey, but I won't say why.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we're nearing the last.
Yeah, we've got like
we
2
have, like,
minutes.
2
so
minutes.
let's like try and speed round.
Hello, so I'm a chaotic neutral, so I'm just gonna ask a war starting question. Lapadot or Amadot?
No comments.
You know what? Why not both?
Why not?
We have fluorite, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Great question.
Yeah, same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Online, I saw some pictures circulating that some of the Cartoon Network ambassadors were handing out buttons of the new gem from the movie. Do you guys think that's foreshadowing to anything being released soon about the movie, or do you have any opinions on that?
Definitely not. Not related at all.
I'm pretty sure Cartoon Network was just like, they wanted to have a presence at MomoCon. I think.
I thought I might be for like a trailer that might be coming out soon, like trying to get people hyped for it.
No,
I know nothing.
I can't speak for them. Like, so one of my is not representative of Mackenzie or Michaela. I think it was kind of short-sighted because fans are starved for content for so long. So when they see this Snapchat footage just says Steve versus the movie and buttons, they're like, oh my God, we're going to get something. But none of these panels were officially sanctioned by Cartoon Network. So
I don't even know where to get one. I just
but I've seen like a lot of people like posting about that, like, hey, are we gonna get something at MomoCon? Like they're just letting us know that like the movie's a thing that still exists, it's still coming.
just hyped for it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Buttons though.
We should probably get on to the last question.
Yeah, last question, and then
Yeah.
Oh no, you can go and then the guy.
Alright.
Yeah. you
Yeah.
can- So wait, the
Yeah.
red jacket first.
Yeah.
What do you think about having the new heart crystal that was in the movie promo in Lion's chest?
Wait, can you repeat that?
The heart gem that's in the new movie, the trailer,
Mhm.
being in Lion's chest.
That would make a lot of sense, and I'd be really happy.
That would be lit.
Also, I can like really see there's like lights like literally right in my eye, but is that Marco's wand?
Very nice.
I like
Very
that.
nice.
And your bow, and I love it.
All right. Last question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
so
Last
much.
question.
Okay.
All right.
So your statement.
Yeah. Okay. So I watch pretty much all of your YouTube channels on a very regular basis. I keep up on all the theories. And there are other parts besides just like the theories and the Steven-related content that are really special to me. And one of you in particular has one of my favorite things on all of YouTube. So if you know what I'm saying, I invite everyone to join me. This was a great panel, and I'm glad to meet you all. And I just want to say thank you all so much for doing this, and have an awesome MomoCon. I love you.
I love you so much.
All right, guys. I think that's a wrap on this year's
thank
Pamphlets panel.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you
coming
so
out.
much.
Next
We're
year we'll
gonna
have
be around
hopefully
the
more episodes come
con.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna be around the con. So if you guys see us, stop us, say hi to us. I don't think any of us have anything planned for tomorrow. Are we all free tomorrow?
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming.